All right, and we're back. I'm gonna be solving some problems here in this playthrough. It looks like we've solved our food problem that we had created by bringing on a bunch of additional folks. Refugees here. It looks like we're up to the total capacity for housing right now. I'm gonna check and see if this beacon is off. Yep, it's off. Okay. So next, let's take a look at our diesel production and supply. We look to be doing okay on that. Part of the issue that we had with these irrigated farms is that some of them we can't get the water to, so we're actually waiting for it to rain. So it's not as efficient as it could be. Looks like I could get another pipe over here for this one, but these two farms here are not connected to the water. And I'm gonna send a water pipe over here though, because we can. We're gonna move these pipes out of the way. Of that mining zone right there. Oh, collision with terrain, that's great. Okay. Alright, well, it looks like we have to level out this terrain here. Guess I'll try and flatten that terrain. I'm not even sure if that's gonna help, but guess we'll deal with that problem in a little bit. Anyway. I also don't have a whole lot of water in these pipes. Other problems that we can solve. Let's see here. Set up a temporary boost. Getting some more metal made here. Looks like we have a pretty good supply of concrete under production, and we've got reasonably good depots of raw materials here. I'm going to accelerate this rotary kiln here just because we've got so much standby material here and because we don't have a full warehouse and additional backup to the storage on the conveyor. So Okay, what else do we have going on here? We've got full output for these assembly, advanced assembly and construction parts. I'm going to set up a warehouse for those. Get that going. And how are we doing on maintenance? Oh yeah, it looks like we're doing just fine on maintenance here. And we've got a really solid supply of lab equipment, so we could even start building a second lab to use up this lab equipment. And that would accelerate our researching. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't know what landmarks and decorations are going to do for me. Probably not that much. But a research lab would. I'm just thinking the best place to build this would be where? Yeah, the terrain is not level. Could put it right in here and then just run the conveyor close to that, which I think is what I'll do. Perfect. Slam these boosts on temporarily. Get this material out of here. May as well do the same here. Should actually get some additional fuel. Oh, fuel demand sooner rather than later, but for right now, let's boost our electricity generation. One more opportunity here. Just waiting on oil. Okay. Looks like we have a little bit of additional capacity here, but I don't know that we have any additional capacity. Let's set up a boost here and see what happens. Okay, what are we gonna do next? So we've got, oh, pipes too. Definitely a research I want to be doing next. And then power generation, the burner. I don't even know what to make with biofuel, but biofuel, settlement power, I want to do that. Wheat processing, corn farming, steel smelting, and then construction 3. It'll be our next major thing. Alright, looks like we're boosting ourselves right out of material here. boosted ourselves out of material here as well. I'm gonna pull off a truck from over here and an excavator, and I'm gonna stick another one over here. On our mint mine. Yeah, we're starting to dig down to bedrock here, but that's all right. Just looking at these, it looks like everybody here is as caught up as they can be. Even though these are boosting, we're still getting the oil out of here. Although we're getting down to about 50% of this oil, 59%. We're gonna need to find another source here sooner rather than later. Perhaps something that makes it more efficiently than this. Oh yeah, we burned through all of this copper that we've got here. We're having difficulty maintaining copper production. And metal production. Wow. Alright, so let's get another excavator going and 2 more trucks. We're at a very critical juncture here. Extremely busy. See if this terrain level ain't finished yet. Sufficient where I can get a pipe on this thing. It did not. It doesn't look like. Well, maybe. Okay, yeah, there we go. We're connected on there now. Let's get rid of these pipes. Don't need those. I should get that connected on there, and we're already doing really good on food here, it looks like. Yeah, our potato supply is increasing, so that's good. Alright, let's check our science. We're doing just fine here with 2 science facilities. I think with 3 science facilities, which I think we can get away with. Maybe not. Maybe not right there, but okay, right here. Let's try that. That actually looks pretty good. It's going to speed up research even quicker here once these conveyors are done, those parts roll down the line. And there they go. Alright, so we need more material coming out of this copper mine, and I'm going to bring over an excavator and another truck. Probably 2 more trucks. These excavators are here, but the trucks are idling. The excavators are idling because we don't have enough trucks. I'm gonna bring on 5 more pickups. Just to try and speed things up here a little bit. It looks like we're not getting any crude oil up into these tanks, although we are definitely filling these pipes at their capacity here. Yeah, so we're producing and flowing more oil, but we're using it right along with. This rotary kiln is pushing through this limestone here. I'll back that off just a bit. I'm gonna add another lab. Speed up the researching here. Looks like we're actually getting ahead on diesel fuel. I'm gonna remove this old laboratory here. Scrap it for parts. We're not really getting any oil anywhere here, but that's okay. I'm gonna increase rubber storage. Plenty of food now that we're producing it. Add some more unity here. Okay, pipes number 2. Here we go. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate the current pipes. pipes coming out of here. We'll leave the second one on there. Okay. And then I'm going to slam the boost on these as well. Just see how much crude oil we can get into this thing. We have the advanced parts to build this. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. That's one fat pipe, baby. Look at how fast this is filling up. I don't even think we would need a second fat pipe coming onto this, but it's because we do. That's pretty awesome. Alright, now I am going to remove the entirety of this pipe. In fact, I'm going to remove all of these pipes. Here we go. And then I'm going to set up additional fuel storage here for the oil. And then bring the fat pipe. I'm going to try one single pipe to start with. Elevate this guy up. Building, filling. Wow, just look at how fast we can fill this oil up here. Beautiful. Try filling this up with just one additional pipe and seeing how we do. I'm gonna try boosting. Because we've got sufficient oil in this tank, it should work just perfect. This one here is still pulling off oil. Let me see about filling this tank before we boost. There we go. Still draining, but not... Oh, we're actually going to be more full than consumption. Here we go. Alright. research labs give you negative health here, but that's interesting. Alright, well even with this boosted, I think we should be able to get sufficient oil into these things. So keep running this at boost. Oh, I don't want to click on that. Alright, we are doing great on diesel production. Significantly higher. I'm just going to leave the oil on boost until we're basically full up on that adventure there. Check on parts being produced for science. So we're a little bit behind. Our demand is mechanical parts. I say metal is our restricted thing there. It's holding us up, but we're actually probably doing just fine. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a call. Alright, well, let's pause here and we'll come right back.